Hello everyone, myself Mahesh Manke, Assistant Professor, Department of Pharmacology, Danan College of Pharmacy, Latur. Here we will discuss about opioid analgesics and antagonist. First of all, what is meant by analgesics? In that, first term is that algesia. Algesia also known as pain. Pain is an ill-defined, unpleasant sensation usually induced by an external or internal noxious stimulus. Next term is analgesics, a drug that selectively relieves pain by acting in the central nervous system or on peripheral pain mechanisms without significantly altering consciousness. Analgesics are divided into two groups. In that first group, that is opioid analgesics, also known as narcotic analgesics, also known as morphine-like analgesics. Second group, that is non-opioid analgesics or non-narcotic analgesics or aspirin-like analgesics or antipyretic analgesics or anti-inflammatory analgesics. Next, we will discuss opioid analgesics. In that first one, what is opium? Opium is a dark brown resinous material obtained from plant Papaver somniferum capsule, that is poppy capsule. It consists of two types of alkaloids, that is phenanthrene derivatives and benzoisoquinoline derivatives. So first, phenanthrene derivatives consist of morphine 10% in opium, codeine 0.5% in opium, thebaine 0.2% in opium, which is non-analgesic. Next, benzoisoquinoline derivative, in that papaverine 1% in opium, which is again non-analgesic. And second one, noscapine 6% in opium, which is again non-analgesic. So look here, structure of morphine and papaverine. Next, opioid receptors. Opioid receptors are a group of inhibitory G protein coupled receptors with opioids as a ligands. The endogenous opioids are dynorphins, enkephalins, endorphins, endomorphins and nociceptin. The opioid receptors are near about 40% identical to somatostatin receptors, that is SSTRs. Opioid receptors are distributed widely in the brain, in the spinal cord and on peripheral neurons and digestive tract. Next, types of opioid receptors. There are three types of opioid receptors, that is mu receptors, kappa receptors and delta receptors. So first, mu receptors. The mu receptors are characterized by its high affinity for morphine. Endogenous ligands for mu receptors are endorphin 1 and endorphin 2 with higher affinity, while beta endorphin, enkephalins, dynorphins binds to mu receptors with lower affinity. Mu receptors have been detected in brain, that is periaqueductal gray, thalamus, NTS center, nucleus ambiguus and area of postrema. There are two types of mu receptors. In that first one, mu1, which has high affinity for morphine, mediates supraspinal analgesia and which is selectively blocked by naloxanazine. Second one, mu2 receptors have lower affinity for morphine, mediates spinal analgesia, respiratory depression and constipating action. Next, kappa receptors. This receptors is defined by high affinity for ketocyclazosine and dynorphin A. There are two subtypes of kappa receptors are K1, which mediates spinal analgesia, and K3, which mediates supraspinal analgesia. Then third type, delta receptors. Delta receptor has high affinity for LEU or metenkephalins, which are its endogenous ligands. The delta mediated analgesia is again mainly spinal, but the effective component of supraspinal analgesia due to presence of delta receptors in the limbic areas of brain. Next, classification of opioid analgesics. Opioid analgesics are classified into three classes. First one, natural opium alkaloids, semi-synthetic opiates, and synthetic opioids. Natural opium alkaloids examples are morphine, codeine. Semi-synthetic opiates example diacetylmorphine, that is known as heroin, and pholcodine. And third, synthetic opioids examples are pethidine, also known as meperidine, then fentanyl, methadone, dextropropoxyphene, and tramadol. Next, we will discuss about morphine. Morphine is a principal alkaloid in opium and still widely used. Sir Turner, a pharmacist, isolated active principle of opium in 1806 and named it morphine after the Greek god of dreams, Morpheus. So here the structure of morphine. Next, we will discuss mechanism of action of morphine. Morphine binds with opioid receptors and thus impairs the normal sensory pathway through blockade of calcium channel, which leads to decreased release of substance P and glutamate from first neuron of sensory pathway, and second, decreased cyclic AMP, which leads to opening of potassium channels and produces hyperpolarization of second neuron of sensory pathway. So look this diagram. So morphine acts by presynaptic inhibition, postsynaptic inhibition, and decreased cyclic AMP. So on presynaptic neuron, morphine binds with opioid receptors, and due to binding with opioid receptors, it blocks calcium channel. Then on postsynaptic neurons, morphine binds with opioid receptors, which opens potassium channel, and due to opening of potassium channel, there is flow of potassium outside the cell, and hence it produces again hyperpolarization, and neuron does not depolarize. And third, that is decreased cyclic AMP, again due to interaction with G protein receptors, it produces inhibition of adenyl cyclase, hence decreases cyclic AMP, and again due to decreasing cyclic AMP, again opening of potassium channel, again there is produced hyperpolarization by blocking calcium release. So look this diagram. This is a presynaptic neuron which consists of opioid receptor. Opioid drugs binds with this, morphine binds with this receptor. After binding with opioid receptor, there is directly closing of that calcium channel. That closing of calcium channel means that decreases the release of neurotransmitter in the synaptic cleft. Then second, there is activation of GI in GPCR system. Due to activation of GI, it blocks adenyl cyclase, inhibition of adenyl cyclase. Hence, there is again decreased cyclic AMP, and that decreased cyclic AMP again inhibits calcium release, which reduces neurotransmitter release in the synaptic gap. And third, that GI, activated GI, which directly opens potassium channel, and hence efflux of potassium may causes hyperpolarization. So it is a mechanism of action of morphine. Next, pharmacological actions. First, analgesia. Morphine is a strong analgesic action. Then sedation. It produces progressively induced sleep and coma. And morphine produces drowsiness, indifference to surroundings, as well as to own body occurs. Then mood and subjective effects. Morphine has calming effect. There is loss of aversion, feeling detachment, lack of initiative, limbs feel heavy, body warms, mental clouding, inability to concentrate occurs. Then respiratory center. Morphine depresses respiratory center. Next, action on cup center. Cup center also depressed by morphine. Next, temperature regulating center. Temperature regulating center also depressed by morphine. Then vasomotor center. Vasomotor center is depressed at higher doses and contributes to fall in blood pressure. Next, action on autonomous nervous system. Morphine causes mild hyperglycemia due to central sympathetic stimulation. Next, neuroendocrine action. Hypothalamic influence on pituitary is reduced. As a result, FSH, LH and ACTH levels are lowered, while prolactin and GS levels are raised. Next, action on CVS. Morphine causes vasodilation. Then morphine decreases heart rate due to stimulation of vagal center, but may increase reflexly in blood pressure falls. Action on gastrointestinal tract. Action directly on intestine and in CNS increases tone and segmentation, spasm of pyloric, ileococcygeal and anal sphincters, decrease GI secretions. Then action on smooth muscles. Biliary tract. Morphine causes biliary colic, urinary bladder, tone of both destructor and sphincter is reduced. Uterus, the action is clinically insignificant. On bronchi, morphine causes bronchoconstriction. Next, pharmacokinetics. Oral absorption of morphine is unreliable. Oral bioavailability is 1/6 to 1/4 of parenterally administered. 30% bounds to plasma protein. Distribution is wide. Concentrate in liver. Only a small fractions enters in brain rather slowly. It crosses placenta, affects fetus more than mother, primarily metabolized in liver and excreted through urine, and the plasma T-half of morphine is 2 to 3 hours. And adverse effects: sedation, mental clouding, vomiting, respiratory depression, blurring of vision, idiosyncrasy, apnoea, acute morphine poisoning, tolerance and dependence. Contraindications: respiratory depressant action, patients, bronchial asthma, head injury, hypotension, elderly males, hypothyroidism, liver damage, kidney damage, unstable personalities like morphine addicted patients. Drug interactions: phenothiazine, tricyclic antidepressants, MAO inhibitors, amphetamine and neostigmine potentiate morphine and other opioids. Morphine retards absorption of many orally administered drugs by delaying gastric emptying. Uses as analgesic, pre-anesthetic medication, balanced anesthesia, relief of anxiety and aphasia, acute left ventricular failure, cough and diarrhea. Thank you very much.